On this episode of the Bozo Podcast, the boys feel the Christmas spirit. Nathan's been a naughty boy, and Dan's a Fortnite pro. Merry Christmas from the Bozo Show.
Man, that clown guy really turned into Santa Claus, huh?
That was crazy.
That's
a
wild.
Christmas miracle.
Holy crap, he's not a clown anymore. He's Santa Claus.
Oh!
Bozo the Claus.
He kind of look. He could be a Santa Claus. Seb, when he gets old.
Who?
Who? The clown. When the clown gets old, he'll fit in very well with the mall Santas.
When his hair goes white, and then
I
he
feel
looks
like
exactly
that's
like Santa.
honestly a thing that he'll legitimately do, because I think that his goal is to make just enough money to get by, and if he's retired and doesn't need that much money, I can see him just mall Santing it up.
I think when he's retired and desperately needs the money, he'll be being mall Santa for a living. Yeah.
That's what, because it's like, oh, get a real job, be mall Santa.
Yeah, because he would love kids sitting on his lap. Let's be real.
Okay, well, we just started the podcast. Wow.
Fuck that Seb guy, am I right? I mean that guy.
That clown. Fuck
guy.
that clown.
Fuck that clown guy. Idiot. This is the
Dan,
Christmas episode.
happy and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa Christmas.
But Christmas because
we
of
love
tree.
Christmas.
We like trees too.
That's an interesting tree that you put on behind you. Is that like a Florida tree? Like, why is there dead palm leaves sticking out?
I actually don't know. It's probably an AI generated like most of these backgrounds.
Yeah, there's two videos.
Besides that one, that was made by real humans.
Real human.
You can't see it on my screen, but in his screen you can see it. He's fishing. Look at him fish.
Chrono Fisher.
That's not okay.
There should be chrono fishing.
We're gonna play Chrono Trigger
Today
after this. If you didn't know, me and Nathan are starting a different channel. Different but the same. It's still Bozo, but it's Bozo Gaming.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if we played the games but we didn't have the face cam.
Yeah, imagine, and it was unedited, so you could see the raw Let's Play. Imagine Game Grumps, but it's Bozo's.
And also, we're uploading 14 times a week.
Yeah, we're basically. Well, are we? Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're doing 2 playthroughs at once.
Every
daily
day.
uploads, because realistically, the episodes are what, like 20 to 30 minutes between.
Give or take.
15 to 30 minute episodes.
Yeah.
We sit down and do like 5-hour recording, 2 different games.
Yep.
And then done. And then also we're doing a different channel, which is secret right now.
Secret.
But that's another hour and a half. So basically our Sundays are wake up, record 2.5 hours, eat lunch, record 2.5 hours, eat dinner, go play hockey. That's a me thing.
Play
whatever
hockey.
You think.
I probably
and then
sleep.
Another 1 hour and a half recording. So Sundays are gonna be really booked. And
we're
then
gamers.
Monday's our podcast day, which is what we're doing right now. But also I went golfing yesterday, so we weren't able to record everything yesterday.
This guy.
The gaming. So we're gonna do Chrono Trigger after this.
Whoa!
Because that's one of the playthroughs. It's that and Pikmin, which if you go subscribe to Bozo Gaming, you'll see.
It honestly just lets us play games that we wouldn't be able to play on this channel, because we're not doing like super long series.
It's games that I wouldn't normally have a reason to play. Although to be fair, Chrono Trigger is it's okay. It's simultaneously games that I wouldn't normally play because I usually play games for content these days, but also getting another playthrough done with my friend and enjoying it along with me, and then also that playthrough will forever be footage that I can use for a future video on the Dan Corona channel. So it's a little multitasking.
I would never play Chrono Trigger. It sounds... I am enjoying it. I am enjoying the game thus far. However, not normally a thing that I would play. But Dan plays it, and I just get to watch, so I'll take it.
So for each play... For Pikmin, I obviously played all through Pikmin when I made a video on it. But for Nathan, who's never touched Pikmin 4, he wanted to play it when it came out, and he never got a chance to.
Yep.
Now he's able to play it, and then I get to watch and laugh at him as he kills all the Pikmin.
I don't. I actually have not killed a single Pikmin.
No, they all lived. They're all alive.
At the time, don't wink. They can't. They won't even see it. Yeah, you have to audibly wink.
I'm winking now.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah, but then the other side is Chrono Trigger, which I'm playing. Which, listen, I like a large variety of games. Really, the only games I don't play are MOBAs. But every now and then I come around to a nice little JRPG game.
I only like Mario and Luigi JRPG, and the new one
Yeah, that's
apparently
fair.
is not good, so I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna make a video. Okay, so I had a video concept. I have a concept idea, kind of like sequelitis, but not animated and as entertaining, I guess.
You're selling it hard.
Ego Raptors,
hard
just,
seller.
Aaron Hansen just has a he's a crazy mind.
I never heard of anything that guy's done, and
But
I would never try to replicate.
it's not sequelitis, but it's comparing like a game to its predecessor. Its predecessor beforehand or
predecessors beforehand.
okay, so it's comparing a game to its predecessor.
Yeah.
Basically, like the ideas I have are Super Mario Galaxy 1 versus 2, Thousand Year Door versus Super Paper Mario for the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
It was gonna be Mario RPG, the original, the one that got remastered for the Switch because it looks better.
Yeah.
Versus Brothership, but Brothership's apparently dog shit, so now I'm kind of hesitant to do that. Plus, the way things are going right now, I'm very slow. So that probably wouldn't happen for a while anyways.
In the slog.
And one of them is Chrono Trigger versus Sea of Stars, which is not technically, they're not the same series like at all,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
Close enough.
It's close enough. It's more so like Chrono Trigger is a great JRPG for someone who's never played a JRPG in the sense that the combat is more dynamic than most JRPGs.
I wasn't expecting
story
the
and
combat to
pacing
be
is
how
good.
it was,
Yeah.
I'll say. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't remember that. I mean, I never played it, but I watched it on YouTube mostly. I don't really remember anything about it, but clearly because I didn't know what the combat was like.
Yeah.
But I feel like Chrono Trigger and Sea of Stars are similar in the same vein that they're a great JRPG game to like start into the genre with, because it kind of just like breaks the ice by moving along a really great story, which most JRPG games have pretty decent stories. I mean, that's
the
most
biggest
of the
part
pull because the
Yeah.
it's just turn-based combat. And then it gets you used to the turn-based combat by doing it in a more fun way, so that if you end up loving the genre, then you can suck it up for the other games that have shittier combat, but still, if you want like great story that like, you feel like you're churning through because of this combat. I don't know. JRPGs is a weird genre because they're such long, grueling, grindy
Big
games.
boys for sure. Yeah. No.
But they have
Especially-
sweet fucking stories.
Depending on the game too, it can turn into a complete grind fest where
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, here's a part where you play the game for an hour, but you make no progression. It's just
Like when you're W
fighting the
King through
same
Pokemon and you have one Pokemon that's like level 60, but then you run up against his counter typing, and then it's like, well, now I can't win, and now I have to grind to level up a different Pokemon to like level 50, and that then you just sit there farming for a while.
we haven't needed to do that much grinding so far.
No, I don't think it'll happen in Chrono Trigger. If anything, we'll get stuck by not having enough like potions or something, or money or damage output.
I feel like the bosses might be like the big caps, but like exploring the world actually isn't bad at all.
Not bad. The hardest part so far was the first boss in the church.
Because we just didn't understand the combat.
We didn't understand.
system.
I didn't understand the combat. One, it was on. Like you can change the speed of combat because it's dynamic. So like the enemies on the setting we were on, the enemies were attacking faster than I could menu basically because I didn't know what I was looking for.
It's for people. The difference. A lot of JRPGs are turn-based. This one is like real-time strategy. So like while you're fiddling with the menu, the enemies are still going. So.
Also, the TV we were playing on cut off the bottom half, so I was basically just menuing with only half the menu showing, so I couldn't see what I was picking when we were trying to do the special moves, which took like way longer to menu, and then we were getting hit more, and I basically couldn't beat the boss. Plus, there was a shop that had slightly upgraded items and stuff that we didn't, and armor that we didn't go to. So I went back and got that in between episodes or whatever. Plus,
Ultra.
I turned down the combat speed, and I turned on a different combat setting that isn't as... It's still dynamic, where if you take too long, they'll like attack. But the enemy, it's not just like constant menuing. It gives you... It like stops for a second in the animations. So that's a little bit easier to manage because... I'd never played the game before, and I was getting shit on, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So it should be fine now. But I'm excited to play again, because we got pretty far in the first section.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know the percentage. Like, I don't know how far we're in the story.
I don't think we're that
anything.
far, but a lot happened, which is just what Chrono Trigger is all about.
We beat 2 bosses, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We beat, I feel like we're coming up on a third.
Sooner or later. I mean,
Technically, there was this really fucking OP character
remember-
that we just had to run away from.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're supposed to fight that yet or not.
I don't know
actually have no
either.
idea. I only know bits and pieces. Basically, spoilers. We got out of the medieval section, escaped from jail or whatever after the Chancellor snaked
Mhm.
our ass. And then
Future.
oh no, we got out of the medieval section, went back to present time. Guy threw us in jail. We escaped jail,
Mm-hmm.
and then now we're in the future because we escaped with the
Yeah.
princess because she was like, "Fuck my dad, fuck this kingdom," and then left with us.
And we're figuring it out.
Yeah, and we're basically future. We're in like a bunker, and there's a big security robot who's mean and killed us.
Yeah, we're kind of just open world exploring right now.
Yeah.
We don't know where we're supposed to be going.
Oh, we found that one. We were like halfway through that sewer dungeon.
Yeah, there are like frogs and bullshit, but
Yeah.
I don't.
That's what we're at right now.
I don't
so we gotta
know if
finish out
we-
that sewer dungeon and see. Because
Yeah.
what I'm assuming is it's one of those things where it's like we'll get to the end of the sewer dungeon and the guy will be like, "Oh, well, this is how we beat the robot," and then we'll go beat the robot with the secret thing that they'll figure. That's I don't think that's actually what's gonna happen, but that's like where my brain is at. Like we'll end up
Yep.
befriending the evil frogs that are we're like chasing down in the sewer dungeon. that
Now,
are
what we're
attacking
really
us the
going
whole
to
time.
befriend is that guy from the cover, the robot guy.
Oh yeah, well
Somewhere.
we're not. That's like it's spoiling it
It's
for
not
us.
spoiler. We literally watched.
Yeah,
you made us
but
watch
like,
the
you're-
intro
it's
card
like
that
it's
shows
like when
all
you
the
start
characters.
up a video game and then like they show you all the characters in the cover, but you don't process it because you don't have any identification with the character. So you're not supposed to. You don't like. You forget by the time you get the robot guy, you forget that you're gonna get a robot guy.
I
So-
don't
but we-
because every time you launch the game, it's like, oh, by the way, remember the robot guy
Okay.
from this game? And it's
Well,
like, yeah, I do. I
you're
wonder where I'm
ruining
going
it
to
for
get
us.
him
You're ruining
from
it
the
for us.
future, probably. Probably from the future. It's like when you watch an anime and they're like, oh, it shows the characters being friendly with the villain. I wonder if they're going to make up.
befriend the villain. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
why I skip the intros in anime, so it doesn't
That's
spoil
why I do
anything.
the same thing too. But then some people like to watch literally every single time.
I know.
I would never do that.
Noah Lang looking at
Noah
you,
Lang
you fucking
literally-
weeb.
I don't get it. I don't get watching the intro every single
He
time.
gets
you
mad
watch
every
an
time we're
anime.
watching an anime together. He gets mad that if we skip the intro. He's like, "We gotta watch it at least once." I'm like, "No, I don't give a fuck. It's gonna spoil shit."
Skip, skip,
Move
skip, skip,
beyond.
skip, skip.
Sure, the song is good, but who cares?
I mean, the song is good once or twice, but it's like, when you're binging a show?
Unless it's My Hero Academia season 5 or whatever the hell it was.
Oh yeah.
where we had the dance routine.
It was
we already
season-
talked about that.
And then we need to keep watching My Hero. We haven't
Yeah,
we
we
haven't
haven't
watched
finished
it
it.
since then.
I don't even remember what's going on. I think you guys watched it a little bit.
No, we
without
didn't.
me.
No, we didn't.
No, maybe
But
not.
they were watching different anime. I think like Don the Don.
Oh yeah, that one's lame.
What?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about it.
No, you guys are just watching shit, and I'd be working.
I like it. I think it's good in general. It's very much in the same vein of kind of like a Chainsaw Man, a little bit. Actually, I don't even want to say a little bit more toned down. Probably ramped up, honestly, because the characters on like episode like 7 are just fully naked.
Yeah, that's the only thing I heard is that there's some like weird shit going on, and like
The writer
Really?
definitely.
I was like, I don't care about that.
I don't even know if fan service is the right word. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I'm here to get your pee-pee.
Yeah.
It's just like, what do you?
Like, what is this anime even about?
I'm guessing that sexual organs.
Did you watch it?
Yes,
So you know what it's about.
I do.
What is it about?
I guess I could talk about it in general. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even
So-
know.
Don the Don.
That's me 3 times.
Yep. There's this high schooler guy, right?
Always a bad sign.
And he runs into a spirit who steals his balls because his balls have
Like
a
his
lot of energy.
Actual testicles?
Yeah. She turns his testicles into like golden balls.
And
Because they have power. But there's aliens at the same time who got his penis. Or they want his penis.
so he's
'cause
just a
his
eunuch
penis-
now?
I don't,
He's got no genitals anymore?
well, no, they slowly get them back as it goes.
So the whole anime is about getting your genitals back
Yes.
from an evil monster.
So what happens is
aliens.
first time he gets his penis back, and he's like, oh, great, my genitals are returned. But he was so excited when he got his penis back that he didn't fully check, and his balls were missing. And his balls were taken by evil, like, witch spirit, like old lady. But then they kind of, like, end up working together, kind of. And so now he has her abilities. He has her grandma abilities. And so he can run really fast. And
I'm glad I skipped out on this one. I'll say it.
No, but it's and overall it's pretty funny and it's okay. It's pretty. The animation's pretty cool.
Stupid waste of time. No, I'm sure it's good.
But no, yeah, I think the lore is that spiritual energy is stored in the dick and balls.
Oh.
And that because for some reason both aliens and demons exist and they all want your dick and balls.
Dude, I'd put my dick and balls in a demon if it was hot enough.
They're not.
If they want my spiritual energy.
They're not hot, I'll say it.
No, they're ugly in the show.
I have yet to see a hot one.
What's the fucking point?
You'd probably like the aliens more, but they look kind of just like Lego people. Like they look like I just mean like they're like smooth. They're obviously not humans, but they're trying to look like humans. They kind of just have they look like a thumb. Like
Mr.
a thumb that you
Mr.
draw.
Meeseeks and
Mr.
from Rick and Morty?
Meeseeks? No, like a thumb.
Okay.
They're like a thumb that you drew a face on, and they're like
Spy
"Woo,
Kids.
nice penis."
Like the hand people in Spy
Kinda,
Kids.
yeah. But imagine if they had like a wig on, and they were
Okay.
like,
So okay, this is a weird show. I don't like it anymore.
No, you love it.
No, I don't think so.
Anyways, happy Christmas, guys. I can't wait for Christmas. I'm going to go home. I'm doing the anonymous gift thing, so I'm buying...
like White Elephant?
I'm doing both a white elephant, which is $25
and the Secret
gift,
Santa.
and I'm doing Secret Santa, which I got my cousin's fiance's brother. I'm getting you items,
Nice.
Mike, you're getting items.
What is Mike like? Did you get him something yet?
How we do it is we do it so that way everyone's happy. We do a thing called Elfster or whatever, where you can just essentially make an Amazon link.
Oh, okay.
So it's like $75 is the budget. You just add like items on Amazon, and then essentially the other person will you can add more, and then they can choose.
Mm-hmm.
But what everyone does is just add items up to $75, and then you just buy the whole list. So it's just essentially just. Hey, I'll give you $75 and you give me $75, but we just get the shit that we want. But the $25 white elephant is whatever you want. And my family sometimes is crass and sometimes isn't. Sometimes there's dildos, sometimes there's not. You never know.
My family used to do the Secret Santa thing, and everyone would just send their Christmas ideas to my mom, and my mom would disperse them out. 'Cause she knows who everyone has. Like, she's the one who organizes it. But this year, my mom was like, yeah, we're just like... not gonna do presents, just buy stocking stuffers and then like a white elephant gift.
I'll take stocking stuffers.
I don't think I'm getting any Christmas presents this year. I'm just getting a stocking and that's it.
I think I'm gonna ask my mom to buy me a picture frame.
For what? What pictures? You got pictures?
Oh wait, okay, Dan, I can grab it. You have to talk.
You're gonna go. Why? He's gonna go grab a picture frame to show off? Why? What pictures are they? He doesn't have a camera. Wait, he does. Well, he kind of does. Are they the Noah Lang pictures? Ooh, maybe they're the Noah Lang pictures from the party. That's a big picture. Okay, I thought you meant like a little tiny picture frame. You mean like a bigger one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bulbasaur, but in
It's a Renaissance painting
I
of
love
fruit
that.
in a bowl,
That's
but
cute as
instead
fuck.
of like Bulbasaur having his little
Bulbasaur
having
you
his
can buy
pomp,
fruits out of his
it's
store.
fruit. He grows
His
fruit out of
shop.
his back.
That's cute. I like it.
So I'd like it to be framed. Probably a nicer picture frame, especially if I could get one of them that like glow.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can turn light on.
I really like that. Yeah, because it's dark. So
Yeah.
a picture frame that blows light on it and makes it glow up.
I could just have that be a night light too. Like if I don't want to turn my light on, but I still want more light.
Cute.
And then
Who drew that? Was that you got a convention or something?
I got it at convention. I think I got it at TwitchCon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And then I don't know if this
What
will even
the
show up on camera.
fuck?
I accidentally grabbed this.
What do you mean you accidentally grabbed this?
I accidentally grabbed this from my room because they're right next to each other. I don't remember. I think I just got this at
the cat moves.
I got it at H Mart.
Oh, interesting.
I think I just bought it
It's a
because I
random
thought it'd be
purchase.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like, actually, I think I can
It
tell
wiggles. It moves.
Guess
it's
how
like
much it was.
holographic.
Guess how much it was.
$6.99.
$16.99.
16. You paid $16 for that piece of shit.
Look, it's a cat, and when you move
my
it, it
fucking
looks
God.
like it's like 3D almost.
What a terrible purchase.
Well, you need to buy two, and the other one I gave to a friend as a gift.
Well, now you need 2 frames.
Well, I'm not hanging that one up.
Yeah.
I just didn't necessarily. I didn't want to throw it away.
Do you have a dream like Christmas gift?
No, if I'm very satisfied with life.
Like that's fair. I have about like 4 things I could name. I mean,
Well, hey,
besides like
dream Christmas gift, I'm like, fuck, give me a house, give me a car,
okay.
give me a
besides
Bugatti.
like camera equipment, like it's not stuff that you would use for like work or anything.
Yeah.
Like just like a gift that would just like not a need, a want, like a pure want.
Tools, give me tools. Give me
to build shit.
Give me a 3D printer.
That
give
would
me
be cool. Yeah.
an embroidery machine. Get me stuff to woodwork with. Get me.
Yours are very crafty.
Give me an instrument. Ooh,
That's fair.
Give me an instrument.
Mine are like a Steam Deck.
Okay.
That's like a thing I want to buy eventually. Obviously, like a new computer, but like that's like really expensive. That's a long shot. Never gonna happen. I really need. Well, I want like a big ass plushie for this side of the camera.
Yeah. I think
or something. That
well,
could
big
go
one.
there.
I'm not sure. I just like the idea because I thought about it once. Just get Pokemon the substitute ability. They
Yeah.
look like
yeah.
the green dinosaur. Just a big fucking.
I need one that fits
substitute.
basically like TV stand height to the floor, so that I can sit there, like here where my hand is, and then you guys can see that for the podcast. That's what I want.
My vote is a substitute plushie, but a big one.
If that exists, we'll get it.
It probably does. I mean, substitute outside of like the highest it's a move.
Yeah, I know.
So, and it's a very famous
Takes
move.
PP. You gotta use PP on the substitute.
See, like PP's powerful.
Dude, there's some
the aliens
substitutes
are
I grew up
after
with. I wish I
PP.
could use PP.
Don't
It's the horny episode, bro.
PP your substitutes.
It's the horny episode.
I mean,
up,
okay.
apparently.
I guess on the note of peeping substitutes, was that a thing at your school?
No.
Were people like having crushes on?
My school was lame, bro. The only thing that happened in my school was like there was a thing called senior scavenger hunt, and like I just knew a bunch of girls that did some real slutty, crazy shit.
Yeah.
But there was no like pregnancies, no like sleeping with teachers.
Boo.
In my middle school,
Boring.
the closest thing was that in my middle school there was a social studies teacher who was probably like in his late 20s when he taught this girl, and they started dating after she was of age, obviously. But there's probably like a
Interesting.
10-year like age gap there, or 15-year maybe. But yeah, they started dating when she was like in college or like out of college, and he was like, I was in college, and that girl was like maybe in my sister's grade, so it's like 6 years older than me.
Yeah.
So then she was probably like there's probably like a 12-year age gap or something. But yeah, he taught her in middle school, and then now they're I don't know if they're still dating, but they were dating when I was in college.
Be surprised if they
which
were.
was really weird.
Yeah, no, that is weird.
Yeah.
There were pregnant kids at my high school.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that. Nothing crazy. Just girls,
girls being girls,
making out, eating donuts off of other dudes' dicks, and scissoring and shit because of senior scavenger hunt. It's pretty much the extent of the crazy shit that happened in my school.
Making out, scissoring, eating donuts off dick.
Yeah, so senior scavenger hunt.
Senior scavenger hunt. You got to find this donut, and guess where it's on my penis.
No, okay. So
Donuts on
what
my
senior
penis.
scavenger hunt is
eating penis donuts.
That's a part of it. So
What do you mean?
So a group of seniors will create a list that is like list of just like crazy shit to do. And then they'll send out a list to a bunch of like other seniors who are on teams, and it's like a team of like a couple girls, couple guys. It's usually only the popular kids that do it.
Sure.
In my school, at least. And basically, they'll have this list, and whoever does the most shit on the list wins. And it's like one of them's like, someone's ringing our fucking doorbell, but it's Bubs.
Yeah, probably.
One of them's like, it goes as simple as like, kiss a freshman or something, or like I got called by once when I was a freshman to go make out with a senior.
How was your first and only kiss?
It didn't even happen.
Oh, okay.
I got called, and they're like, never mind, we got someone else. And I was like, okay, cool.
Sick. All right. I wasn't looking forward to that at all.
Yeah, right. But there was like one that was like shit on someone's chest. Like that's like the extent that it goes to. So it's anywhere from something as simple as that to
how
as
is it
crazy
verified?
as.
Do they have like a third party like consultant?
I want to say there was videos, which is really bad.
Yeah.
They get sent to the judges and then deleted.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, they don't. It's high school shit.
But yeah,
probably.
there's some girl when I was a sophomore. There was some girls in my grade that like did some crazy shit for it, and they like got it. I don't know if it was on video or not, but I just remember hearing about it from another kid who I played hockey with who was popular who told me about some of the shit
guess
that
what?
happened.
This guy did the challenge.
Okay, he didn't sound
challenge?
like that.
The eat the dick donut challenge,
No.
Dan. He ate the
That
dick
one
donut.
that one was actually
Dan, he ate the dick donut.
that one was
Can you believe
actually
it?
I heard directly from the source, not the guy who got a guy who participated.
The guy who fucked the donut.
One of the guys in
and
the
got
hockey
dick.
team participated and told me about some of the crazy shit. Because at the time he was my ride to hockey practice.
Dan,
and stuff.
she ate my dick donut. Will you believe it?
Yeah. That guy actually. What is it? What do you when you strip naked and like
Streaking?
you streaking?
Streak?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
streaked through a Taco Bell.
Through Taco Bell,
Yeah.
and he got in the bathroom, took off his clothes, and ran out.
There's entrances on both sides, So he just like went in one entrance naked, sprinted to the other entrance and exited, and then got back in the car and dipped. And that was one of the challenges.
God bless.
Yes, that was the thing that went on. I didn't participate. I don't know if they even did it with my grade. They probably did. I just forgot about it. I don't know. I wasn't popular enough. Also, I probably wouldn't have been allowed or even wanted to do the stupid fucking challenges and whatnot.
Our grade, I mean, I think the only real thing that the seniors did was there was always a couch that they would move around campus. Eventually, at one point, some guys just threw it in the middle of like the mountains. And then one of them almost died, so they stopped.
What the fuck?
Something about parking a car and filling it with something in the main area. And then a lot of, like, they just pick a classroom and fill it with balloons, like, from to the ceiling.
Like a senior prank or something?
Yeah. And
I don't
that's
even know
mainly
if we
what they
did a
did.
senior prank either. I've seen a lot of legendary senior pranks online, but I don't think my school did anything. Like to bring your pet to school day or like... You ever see like the kids on the last day that just like fucking empty their binders and there's just paper throughout the entire thing?
Oh no!
Or
yeah.
they do like a slip and slide on one of like those like the wheelchair ramps in the school and then just fucking send it down the hallway. Like that's sick.
What I would do is I would just at the end of every school year I'd get all my books and like my journals and then we'd do bonfire night.
Yeah.
Where we just put all of
Yeah.
our fucking shit.
Dude,
in
you didn't
there.
even choose one that's over an hour. It's already fucking over.
Dude, fuck you. I
let him do the fucking
Stop.
choices for the videos in the background, and he didn't fucking. You're just gonna loop it. Are there none of them over an hour? No, these ones are fine. That one's 2 hours. That one's 4 hours. That one's not. A Snoopy one wasn't.
It's looped
Oh
now.
my fucking god, you're a rookie. I let him do it because I was eating dinner while he was setting up for once.
This guy said, I'll be done in 5 minutes. I just need to put my stuff in. And then he's gone for 20 minutes.
I was
and
doing
just sitting in his
laundry,
room.
and then I was like, I'm hungry, and then I went and eat dinner.
Yes, I'm just sitting in his room for 20 minutes, and I'm like, damn, what are you doing? He's like, eating dinner? I'm like,
God
you said
forbid
5 minutes.
You set up the podcast for once. God fucking forbid.
Wait. You said, I'm going to go home. I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to set the podcast, and then we go.
Yeah, I didn't factor in my
And then
stomach
I
rumbling.
set up the podcast.
Sorry, I
and
didn't
this
factor in my
guy-
tummy. Sorry, I didn't factor in with taking care of my health.
I don't need to eat. Eating's for babies. I'll eat tomorrow.
Yeah, you look like you don't eat, pussy.
What does that mean?
I, don't know.
actually
you look
feel like
malnourished.
I look good.
You look malnourished.
I don't look malnourished.
Your eyes are sunken in. Your skin's yellow.
Yellow? I'm a
Yeah,
Simpson?
you got jaundice.
Jaundice dick in your
All
mouth.
the Simpsons had jaundice. That's a fun fact.
All the what have jaundice?
All the Simpsons had jaundice. That's why their skin's yellow.
That there's every character.
Every character
except
in
for
this
well, except for
series.
like a few people.
Like who, huh?
Like Poe,
Poe?
the cashier. Apu?
Apu. Oh, fuck! The Kung Fu Panda?
I'm never. Yeah, I've never been the.
I don't know. I went. My mind went to Boo
Boo.
from Dragon Ball, and I was like, that guy's pink. And then
Oh,
then,
Majin Buu?
Yeah, but then my mind went to wasn't there like a Dragon Ball character that was like blackface kind of?
Oh yeah, that might be Poe
I think-
actually, or something like that.
Something like that.
But he's on top of the tower
I'll say that wasn't cool of him.
of him.
Of Toriyama or whoever the fuck.
Oh, I hate to break it to you, every black character is drawn like that.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's just instead of being literally black, they're like
They're
They're just
racist.
racist.
interpretations.
They're just racist. Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's the one thing whenever you watch even some modern anime, which is definitely risking it, but like especially older anime, you'll be watching it and then you'll be like, 100 episodes in and they show like a black character for the first time, and
You'll
you're
see,
like, whoa,
and it's always the most like stereotypical, like this guy is black.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, you can't tell I'm black, and
Yeah.
it's like, Jesus Christ, anime, calm down.
Japan, do you think they were just like, being a little silly?
No, I think Japan
Just
is like
racist.
hella racist,
Yeah.
especially towards black people. Like, I think still to this day, they're just hella racist.
Try to weasel your way out of this one, weebs, you racists.
Yeah, I know. I would never be a weeb.
No Lang's racist confirmed.
Yeah, racism confirmed. He's never beaten that allegation.
Yeah, he actually isn't beating the allegations. I mean, his name's Neg Neg.
Yeah,
Like, he's like
which-
one letter change away. Do you
fun-
remember that?
Yeah, Jackbox. So there's a fun Jackbox game where when you get eliminated, you come back, but you're supposed to be like a different guy. So
Yeah.
the AI will just automatically pick a
It'll
random
swap
letter
like
and
a
swap
vowel
it.
or something,
Yeah,
And
so replace the E's in his name to an I.
Yeah, so then instead of Neg Neg, he became. Yeah, we all. It's a clip that was on. I don't know if it was like Robin or Zach's stream or something.
It was
But
crazy.
he
It was
like Noah gets eliminated.
The funniest thing
He
was the
comes back.
entire time, because we knew that was a mechanic. We were all joking like, "What if it happens?"
I know.
And then,
And then it
actually
happened,
did, everyone
and we
just goes
started
fucking losing
dying.
their
Everyone
shit.
started dying. Oh,
Um,
so silly.
Yet he still has not changed the name. I'll say it. He still sticks with it.
Well, it's. I didn't actually know this for a while, but Neg Neg is supposed to be like double
negative. Yeah, you
which-
turn into a positive.
Yeah, which I didn't even.
But I'm just
Register for a
literally
long time.
every person that we've talked to about this is all just like when you mention the name, they're like, "Ooh."
Yeah, it's. I don't think the double negative comes across. And
Yeah.
it just goes over people's heads, and then your name's just Neg Neg, and it's just like, oh, well, that doesn't sound great.
All it takes is
But-
one slip.
The meaning is in a good
It's in a good spot.
Spot.
Comes from a good place.
but the name itself conceptually is a little
Just
struggle
like
bus.
socialism, it comes from a good spot, but it's never gonna work. Ultra capitalism, hardcore. Don't pay people.
Political stuff.
Don't pay people.
Hassan, come on our podcast.
Hassan, come on our podcast.
I'd love to learn from you. 'Cause I
I'd
don't know
love
shit
to
about
berate
politics.
you, Hassan. This is a call out.
Dad, don't cause beef with him, bro. He's like 6 foot whatever in Turkish.
I know he could fucking beat the shit out of like.
Do you remember when we fucking saw him?
Yeah, I know.
He was tall, man.
I feel like if he wanted to, he could like grab somebody by the neck and just actually lift them
Dude,
off the ground.
That's why do you think like girls are in love with him? That's all they want.
They wanted to fucking.
They just want a big Turkish man with hands that can wrap around their entire throat, pick them up by the
Dan,
throat.
we should do the surgery. You know they have surgery to make guys taller. You can get like up to 3
you know,
inches.
I'm gonna break my bones and be
And
out of
you-
commission for 8
Then
months.
You break your bones. They stretch it out. It fills with blood.
They put titanium
and then
extensions in.
And then you only lose the ability to walk for like 3 or 4 months,
Fuck that.
and then you can start running after like
I got
7
hockey to
or
play.
8.
No.
And it just hurts a lot.
Yeah, I don't care about I'm not insecure about my height at all.
Yeah, but what if we did that and then we did it again and then we did it again and then
we're 7
and
foot
then we're both taller than
bionicles?
Hassan. We stop when we pass the Hassan
What if
mark.
what? Okay, hear me out. Counter argument. What if we just wear a big trench coat and go on each other's shoulders?
Oh, I like this idea. I like
the
that idea.
classic, like imagine like the triplets where they just go on. There's 3 stacked. on
We
a
can
trench
still
coat.
we can get a third. Either a beefy
We can get-
either a beefy
Do you think
bottom
2 of us
or
on top of each other are still tall or still shorter than Hassan?
No shot. We're definitely at that point taller.
Well, when you think about it, it's whoever's height, and then it's only like hips up.
yeah, but it's not like he's like
Yeah, he's like
he's
6.
not
He's like 6'4",
He's not 3 feet taller
and
than
we're
us.
like 6'3" and 5'10". So
yeah, 6'3" and like 7'9" or something.
yeah, that's how it works. But if you were 7'9", do you think I could carry you?
Usually, when you're that tall, you're actually not that much heavier than a normal
Well,
person.
unless you're like Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's an NBA player who's
I'm
like
sure.
fucking jacked.
oh,
like,
so
he's on some
big,
sort
he's
of
tall
fucking-
and
Dude, like I'm talking like imagine like anime where like the fucking it's like the robot bicep, like his bicep is like the size of my arm. Like it's crazy.
Sheesh.
It's fucking huge. You gotta look at they call him the Greek Freak because that's how
Damn.
big and tall he is. And
you know, I
strong.
mean, that's how like shit like David and Goliath comes along. Not because
Yeah.
like the guy is literally a giant, but like most people are malnourished and smaller, and,
And
then
then
you
you
just
just
end up
got
with
this
one
big
guy
boned
like
guy.
that who's just like essentially like 3 or 4 feet taller.
He's like the one
you're-
guy in medieval times that's built like a 6'3" linebacker. Yeah.
And sometimes you're just like, what? How are we the same species?
Yeah.
Like you don't end up with like 2 German shepherds have a baby and then the baby's like 2 times as big.
I mean,
and
just
fucking,
look. You put fucking me and like DK Metcalf in the same room, which is a football player who's fucking ripped and
Yeah.
huge, and you're just like, I'm like,
We're not the same.
Am I a man or am I a boy?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
Boy.
is this? It's crazy. That being said, though, the one sport I could beat DK Metcalf in is hockey.
I
Because
could
last
beat him
night I
in-
scored the OT winner in the championship game.
I could beat him in melee.
That's arguably a sport, but not
Yep.
really.
Oh,
So I'm not gonna give that to you.
Mango, come after this guy. He says that you're not an actual athlete.
Okay.
And he says take away his Red Bull sponsorship.
No,
This
Mango
guy,
is an athlete because he's a fucking Peloton god these days.
Okay, that's true.
He's actually putting in the work, bro. He
All
looks. You
right.
seen him? He's looking good these days.
I always support Mango. How could
I think.
you not?
I think he
Most-
looks a little. I think he needs the beard back,
Mm.
but I actually don't know if the beard would work with like skinny Mango.
I don't know.
I don't know, something about him right now. He needs to either change up the hair or something. Skinny
Yeah.
Mango, it does not look right with
Skango?
the current hair and beard combo. I don't know what it is, but he's got to figure it out.
Mm.
Because I feel like Fat Mango with the full beard, long hair, just looks natural.
Yeah.
But Skinny Mango, he's got like a handlebar mustache and like shorter hair ish. It's kind of like going to his shoulders at this point.
Yeah.
But it just there's something off that doesn't give me pure Mango look.
Needs
Gotta
to
tweak it a little
clown. He
bit.
needs to be part of the show.
But he's looking good, man. He's looking good. And apparently he's crushing even Ludwig on the Peloton. He's riding. He's doing hard 45-minute sessions. Ludwig's only doing
Damn.
30. That's what I
Okay,
heard.
Mango.
That's what I heard.
He's the GOAT.
He is.
He never dies.
Dude, he was like, I think he was on, I don't know if he was on the podcast or something. That's probably where I heard it, The Yard.
Yeah.
But he was like, Ludwig's like, I don't want to do Peloton rides with you because all you're going to do is make fun of me and like talk shit. And he was like, no, actually, when it comes to Peloton, we're a family. It's all positive. I'll build
Everyone's
you up.
yeah,
I'll build
yeah,
you
yeah.
up. Because then, even then, like later on, they were talking about like how Ludwig's like, oh, I only do like 30-minute sessions. And he's like, that's all right. I can get on for 30. Like he was being positive again. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit. You didn't fucking roast him.
Damn.
Because usually he takes every opportunity
New
to roast
leaf.
Ludwig. So pretty funny.
He's a happier man now that he has the Peloton to put all his frustration into.
Yeah. I mean, did you see League Week for Ludwig?
Dude, that's just I only know the outcome, which I just think is poetic.
He played like 50 games.
Yeah.
And he went like 25 and 25 or 52 games, 26 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same rank, just
Yep.
still silver.
Just end up
Like,
right,
didn't move at
right
all.
back where he started.
It's fucking awesome. They would go on like 5 win streaks and then go on 5 loss streaks, and it just completely evened out.
Do you think he's an Elo hell, or do you think it's full him? Like, he's just not good.
I just don't think he's like. I think he's at his best. He's like a hot and cold type player.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been watching. I don't know if Ludwig's team owns the channel. It's a channel called Dubbin, and they've been
Yeah.
posting like league games with the coach, like when the coaches are there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so like Double Lift was there for one, which is like a league pro.
Yeah.
And then there was this other guy who I was watching today who I don't even know who he was.
Just a
but
league guy.
He's just a league guy, I guess. I don't know. He sounded knowledgeable. But they would watch Connor play like mid or top or whatever, and then Ludwig play jungle. And they would like, be like, okay, let's make some good plays, but then they would completely throw and die in other ways. So then it's just like, I just think like he makes really good plays that are above his level, and then he makes really dumb mistakes that are way below his level. So he's kind of just evens out and ends up in silver, which just makes sense. I think he is in a little bit of elo hell. Like obviously with like a 5 stack and incompetent teammates that are probably on the same rank, they would climb. But as a solo or duo queue, I think he's right where he deserves. I don't really know nothing about League, though, to be fair.
I think that's just like
but-
the nature of games like that, where if you can 5 stack, because there are some games that are competitive where they literally won't let you 5 stack.
Yeah.
But if you can 5 stack, if you want to get to the higher, like,
I mean, it
areas.
100% helps. I don't think it's like necessary. I think you can get
well,
better
if you're
queuing.
a pro gamer, like if you're
Yeah.
if you're actually like somebody who literally would do an esports career, then
Yeah.
you're probably fine. But the average person, like 90% of the people playing at those levels are not necessarily
not
esports
because they're not.
players.
There are going to be days where you just like are not calming and you're just playing to play and you're throwing your elo, and then you just have days where your teammates are just like shit, and it's like it can't. It's not all of it. Not all of it's
not
your
as
fault.
consistent as
Like you can drop.
5-stack.
You can be like. You can drop like 35 kills in Valorant and still lose because your teammate is just like a toddler and somehow or they're either just like on a terrible day for them for the rank that like because there's no way if they're at your rank there's no way the skill disparity is that big.
I think I need to
like you're just
start-
having a good day and they're just having a bad day at
I
that
need to
point.
change games. I've been thinking about literally. I haven't played Black Ops since Black Ops 2, but I might just get Black Ops.
Don't get Black Ops
Because the thing is, I just want to play a game, and I've been playing some Valorant still, but now I don't even play competitive. I just play like Spike Rush and stuff like that because there's way less people like trolling and shit. And I just kind of want to shoot gun, have fun time, and I think it'd be way better to enjoy that on like Black Ops than Valorant because I think it's so toxic. It's just beyond toxic, and the game, unlike Black Ops where you're gonna have like 20 people on your team versus 20 guys, you're gonna have just 3 or 4 other people, and if one person wants to throw, you're fucked.
That's
you're fucked.
fair because I'm trying to think of like another turn brain
Competitive
off
shooter.
No, not even competitive. Just turn brain off
that's fair.
casual arcade shooter. Like because it was like Call of Duty and Halo. I mean, I've been playing the Fortnite 5v5 tac shooter that they just came out with. I'm already elite rank. I've maybe lost 4 games lifetime at this point. 2 of them were 2v5s because I was duoing with somebody and our teammates just left, and then we're just like I'm getting there's actual competent human beings on the other team and I'm just getting run down.
Yeah.
One of them was last night in elite rank. That was like the one legitimate loss.
Yeah.
And then the other one was me, Noah, and Foss, and like I had like 20 kills and we just couldn't get it done. It was we lost like 7-6 on the last round or something like that. But I'm
Fortnite's
already
turning
like
into Roblox.
basically, yeah. I mean, this mode is like a worse version of Phantom Forces. It's completely dog shit broken, by the way. So like sometimes the HUD just glitches out and you can't see the players who are live or the
really?
timer to see how much time's left.
The entire HUD just
And
pops off.
And the enemy defusing notification or like the bomb planted notification is tied to that HUD, so that just goes away. Sometimes you just lose it all. There's a glitch where if you spam buy shield too fast, it bugs out and sometimes gives you 0 shield, sometimes only gives you 25 shield. And then if you are like, oh, why did it not give me shield? And you keep clicking it, it spends
like
the 500 credits every time.
Yeah.
So one time I had like $5,000. And I'm like, I hit shield and I don't get any, so I just keep clicking it, and I had $0 and 0 shield.
That's funny.
And then 2 rounds later, it gave me 100 shield or 50 shield for free, like max shield for
It's
free.
just like a rollover.
And I'm just like, why did that roll over? It didn't roll over the round. It didn't roll over the round afterwards. It rolled out over 2 rounds later.
Fortnite
but I
really
spent like
is.
$5,000 and it didn't give me shield any other round. It just for 1 round, 2 rounds later gave me. It's just like so fucking buggy. Plus, you know how Valorant is like hit scan, where as soon as you tap the head, it's a kill. Wherever your crosshair is, that's where the bullet goes if you're standing still.
Yeah.
And it hits and dead. Fortnite still has it's a tac shooter, but it still has the bullet travel.
Yeah.
Like in regular.
because they have like drop off and stuff.
Yeah, and like battle royale distances, there's bullet drop. So sometimes I'm just like molesting a guy's head with my crosshair. I couldn't find a better word. I couldn't find a better word.
You're painting a bad picture there, dude.
I was just trying to find a better word for just like completely like on the head and tracking it, and molesting is what came out. But
Lock this man up.
there's kills where I'm like just all over a guy's head and the bullets are just like going left, right out of my gun. Probably slightly because I'm moving, but mostly because if they're like people will just crouch and jiggle left and right.
Yeah.
And then my bullets, since there's bullet time travel, even though my crosshair is going left, right on their head the whole time, because they're moving back and forth, I'll shoot when they're here and my crosshair's on them, and then they'll move right and my bullet will take time to travel. And so it's just like sometimes I just feel like I shouldn't be missing shots.
You need to be leading your shots like crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But because it's Fortnite movement with sprinting and sliding and everything.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes if they have the right movement pattern and you're tracking their head perfectly, it just won't hit, which is just annoying. I get so tilted when I'm like all over a guy's head and I don't even get I get like 40 damage and a body shot.
Fortnite, fix your game, or Dan will continue to molest heads.
It's okay. Well, the flashbang lasts like 5 seconds if it hits you full on, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Not even CS's flashbang lasts even nearly that long. What else? The sliding hitbox is completely busted. So if a guy slides at you and you're shooting him directly in the head, you'll just never get a headshot. I think it counts. It counts the head hitbox where it would be if they were crouching.
Yeah.
Which is above. When they slide on their ass, like feet 1st.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's just
so their
not
head.
at all.
Their head is kind of like they're like laying down on their back basically, with their head like kind of up like this if they were laying down. So you're shooting here and getting body shots, but their head hitbox is like up here basically.
Like above their head.
Yeah,
That's
so it's just like so busted. Bubble shields are completely busted because I don't know. Minato explained it to me, but I don't know. I didn't get it. There's some games like the bullets come out of your head,
okay,
or vice versa.
Like where you're shooting is from your eyes.
Yeah, sort of something like that. So if you throw a bubble shield and the person's like, peeks you, but then you're just staring at each other and you can't shoot each other. They can't shoot out of the bubble shield. You can't shoot into the bubble shield. But the person inside the bubble shield has priority when they're exiting. So if they just pre-fire you while walking out of the shield, even if you're shooting them directly in the head because the head leaves that bubble shield first, you can't hit them and they can hit you. So there was one clip where I pre-fired a guy coming out of a bubble shield and he pre-fired me and he hit me for 120. Like he hit me for 160, all 4 body shots. Yeah. And I hit him only for 40, even though we were pre-firing at the same time as he's exiting the bubble shield. Because because the bullets come out of the head and his head left the thing first, like his bullets were able to hit me
before yours.
But his entire hitbox is like basically still in the shield. So I just couldn't hit his head and I just died. And it's just like so many things are busted, but because it's fucking Fortnite, most of the games are playing against toddlers. So most of the games are 7-0.
Yeah, and then
I'm not even kidding. I played probably
randomly match with the other duo or triple guys.
When I was in a stack with like 3 or 4 people last night.
Yep.
Who are all Valorant players,
just
in the Valorant
out
Discord.
The new game.
Yeah, and we just we're just rolling. Like it's either 7-0 or you'll play against competent humans, but they're Fortnite players, so they have no tac shooter.
Yeah, they're not
knowledge.
used to game modes like that.
So a lot of people will just sprint down mid every round to try to get behind, just get into your spawn as fast as possible because they're just kill hungry. Yeah. So if you just wait and then you hear them and then you just pre-fire exactly where you can hear them, you surprise them every time and kill them. There's so many kills where I usually play B. There's only one map, by the way. It's the same map every time.
Okay.
So I'll just on CT I will sprint to B main, and I'll first of all there's a window that you can flash through. So I'll flash through the window, so it delays them because if they're just sprinting straight out, they'll get there first. But the flash will delay them. Then I'll get up, peek, pre-fire, and because it's I'm above them and they're below, and they have to kind of go up a staircase to get to the B main that I'm peeking from. Normally it's free headshots because I can only see the upper half of their body, and if I'm aiming down slightly, it's just in the head. Yeah. So I'll usually get 1 pick or 2 picks depending on how good my shots are, and if I have a rifle, I 1-tap sometimes. And then I'll take half damage because they'll be oh shit, and then start shooting at me. And by the time they start shooting at me, I'm already hiding again behind the corner. And then so when you start the game, you don't lock in agents or anything. You lock in grenades.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
So I lock in frag grenade every time because it does 65 damage. Just it's not a damage drop off based on distance.
Boogie bomb? They got boogie bomb?
No.
Boogie bomb.
It's frag grenades, proximity mines, which are trips.
Yeah.
Impulse grenades, which are raised satchels, bubble shield,
okay,
and then it's like a Sova dart, but you can't shoot it, so it's OP as fuck because they can just throw it wherever, and you can't counter it if you're in the bubble. It just tells, and then and it's not like Sova dart where it pings you once and shows your outline, and then if you move, the silhouette stays and fades. Yeah, it just tracks your movements
the
wall
entire
hacks
time while it's
for
there.
5 seconds. Yeah, that is super busted.
That sounds busted.
It's so annoying when you're trying to hold a sight, and then all of a sudden you get on the edge of the circle and you try to reposition, but they're just pre-firing exactly where you are every time. So then when you're trying to run away, they're just owning you. It's so annoying. But I will peek B mid or peek B main, get a pick or 2, back off after they shoot me a little bit and just spam grenades at the wall, and they bounce basically around this pillar and go exactly to where
so if they're rushing
at me, and then I'll either get a kill or I'll hit like 1 or 2 for 65. So then they're weak when they continue to push, and then I'll immediately reposition to like an actually good angle that someone would normally hold the site, and then there's like they either head glitch the stairs, which that's where my crosshairs placement is.
Yeah.
Or if they come at the close angle where they're like, higher up and I'm aiming at their stomach, they're already lit 65 from the grenade.
Yeah, so you could still
I'll still body shot and kill them like 2 bullets. So there's been like 3 or 4 rounds where I just ace because it's like
the full
instant
team wipe
peek,
with the
2 kill, grenade, kill, another one's lit 65.
They're like, if we all rush him, we can take
I'll
the
kill
side.
that guy, and then there'll maybe one lurking mid, and then I'll just like win the 1v1 or like my team will mop him up or something. But it's like there's a couple games that have been close and the game actually gets a little tactical, but then like those are the games where people are abusing the bubble shield thing and the recon grenades.
Yeah.
And those games get a little tough, but that's been like legit 5 or 6 games out of like 50 that I've played. And I'm elite rank, and it's like it's like silver 1 2 3.
Yeah.
It's like silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then there's no 1 2 3 for the last 3 ranks. It goes from elite to champion to unreal, and I'm like 60% through elite, and you get like 10% per win at that point. So I'm like,
you're gonna be unreal.
I could probably get unreal if I just played, but I probably won't play the game again because I'm going away for
No,
Christmas and
Dan,
stuff.
you can get into the esports scene for this.
There's not gonna be.
There'll be a huge
the game
scene.
is too dog shit right now.
Fortnite will
to even warrant
sponsor
that.
one major event and then never do it again. And
No,
you can get in there.
They need to fix their shit because the game's a hot mess. But for some reason, it's super fun because it's just like it still has all the Fortnite stuff in it. So it's like, oh, Peter Griffin's mid, and then you fucking clutch a 1v3 and you hit the gritty on them, and it's just like it's funny every time. Like also like your teammate will be like 0 and 10 and like get a clutch somehow like in a 1v1 where he's just crouching in a corner and the guy has no idea where he is, and he just like hits the lucky shot, and then he'll just gritty even though that's his first kill of the game, 6 or 7 rounds into the game. It's so funny every time.
That is funny. Now I'm just thinking about it, doing like a tactical shooter where you're supposed to be like working together, and there's just fucking like Peter Griffin and bullshit.
Yeah, you're just like fucking hitting take the L after like clutching the round. It's so ridiculous. I love it.
I didn't mean to trigger your Fortnite rant. Like,
No,
that was a full. I wasn't expecting to get a full rundown of the entire
That
opinion.
game gives me that game does something to me. I don't know why, but I go into full like goblin mode where I'm like get fucking shit on, pussy.
Fifth Dan Corona channel coming out soon. Dan rants, where he just sits down and talks about bullshit like that.
It's like it's there's certain games like that, like where they're slightly broken, but it's still fun even though it's like broken, and then I just get like triggered like at one point I was getting so worked up because I kept getting the shield glitch because I was like just like zooted and I was clicking too fast, you know. And Minato laughs at me every time I'm like, why the fuck is my shield not working? And I get mad.
It's like, just calm the fuck down.
Or I'm
Stop
like banging
spamming.
my desk because I'm like, he just killed me in the bubble shield, or I'm just like tilted, not actually tilted, but just like getting worked up and having fun with it.
Just having fun with the game.
But at one point I was so flustered because I had a teammate. Okay, let me describe this scenario to you. So I go peek mid and I'm cutting off rotates as my team's going A main.
Yeah.
And Monato's like, distracting them A main, and I get like 2 kills in mid. A guy peeks me top mid, I kill him. A guy turns around from A to come fight me because all his teammates are dying mid. I kill him. I have a 4K.
Mm-hmm.
I run A link
5v5.
Yeah, it's a 5v5.
Yeah.
Now it's a 1v3 now because 2 died A main with Minato. Minato's alive on A, and he's like, "Where's the bomb?" I run A mid, like I run from mid through A link to A site, and I'm like, "Oh, our random has it." I turn around, our random's in mid. I run back to him. He's crouching in a corner on the opposite side of mid from me, and I'm like pinging at my feet, like, fucking come here, and he's just like looking back and forth. He's clearly like a 5-year-old on a controller, just like scared for his life because he's never played this game before. And then as I'm like pinging him, the last guy, for whatever reason, I guess he was B site, just runs top mid, and I like get surprised by him because I'm fucking like, come here, teammate, like I'm yelling at him, like there's no voice chat, but like, So I turned and
Probably
hit him
good
like,
for a game
I
like
think
that.
I hit him like 120 or something, and I body shot him, and he like headshot me or something.
Yeah.
Plus, also it's because there's bullet time travel. It's just a side note. You can trade, so you can just end up one tapping
yeah,
each
that's
other,
actually
which
kinda
is
funny.
ridiculous. It's always annoying when it happens because you're like, I hit my shot,
No,
and
I think
guess
that's funny.
it's so
I think it's
stupid.
funny.
But this guy comes and kills me top mid. He's like one body shot away from being dead. Monato's like, where is he? I'm like, he's top mid. Monato tries to flank him. The guy 180s and kills Monato because he was low from fighting A main.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's unlucky. And then
final hope.
I go in chat and because you can type to your teammates, so you can't voice chat, but you can type. And I'm like, bro, get to site. What are you doing? And then he like gets in a fight, misses every single shot, even though he had like every opportunity. Because the guy just ran out mid after that, and my teammate just like hears him, turns, misses like 3 shots. The guy turns and one shots him, and I'm like, what are you doing? All caps in chat, just yelling at this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking toddler sitting in the corner. Him and I guess his friend both leave, and now I'm in a 2v5, and oh my gosh, it's like so it's tilting. And then my friends, of course, are all on the call like laughing at this because I'm freaking out. And then I'm like, I can't do it. I'm fucking fighting these people, and I got these fucking alligators on my team because like I was calling them creatures for a while.
Yeah.
But my brain was like running through the thesaurus to try to find an alternative word for creatures.
Synonym.
And my brain went to alligators, and I was like so flustered and so worked up that I just made everyone start dying in the call because I called these kids like an alligator. I don't know, so stupid. It's just funny to get like. It's not like it's real frustration and flustering,
He's
but I'm
living
not like
in your
getting
head
tilted.
rent free, dude.
No, I'm not getting like mad.
No,
like I'm
no,
not
this
upset.
guy-
I'm having really like a lot of fun with it, but it's just funny to play like the overly worked up. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't fucking do it, man. I can't do it.
You're gonna be talking to your grandkids like, I'm never playing this game again.
Did you see? I did the same sort of like gritty voice in my PB and Get to Work. I got
Gritty
a sub.
voice?
Yeah,
What is it,
gritty.
Gritty.
Yeah,
Gritty.
I got a sub 13. And I went. That's it. I was a fucking generational run. And then I finished it, and I went an absolute generational run. And I said it like that. I like gritted up and fucking just like. Just
That's not how I
felt
think
good.
when I think of gritty. I think I can't do it.
Well, like low
gravelly,
raspy,
yeah,
that.
like
that's
gravelly.
Gritty's like. Like you're fucking mad. You're like tensing up all your muscles and talking like this. I'm gritting my teeth.
This is a gritty.
That's a gritty.
This is a gritty.
different thing. But yeah.
I almost broke everything on your desk.
I don't know. I've just been having a lot of fun gaming lately, which is a shame because it's taking me away from doing YouTube work and Twitch streaming. Well, I guess Twitch streaming is part of the gaming stuff.
I would
because
never
get to work,
game.
but-
I have a feeling that soon I'll have no job and then I'll game.
I hope so.
Imagine.
I mean, I
gaming.
don't hope so, but you know what I mean.
I hope you're unemployed. I hope you.
I
die.
hope you have alternative work so that you can game more because I wish the same upon myself.
I'm just gonna go crazy. You won't even believe it. Nate plays bad. We'll go full swing. We're getting.
I think we're cooking
music.
next year, bro.
We're getting Fortnite channel.
Okay.
Daily uploads. 3 videos a week. 3 videos a day. 9
No,
videos a day.
I think we're cooking next year. I have technically, I'm running. I mean, if you, we're not going to count the VODs channel because that's just like upload
Okay.
the Twitch VOD. But technically, between Dan Corona Live, Bozo Show, Bozo Gaming, and the new secret channel, that's 5 personal YouTube channels. 2 of which are daily uploads.
Yeah.
One of which is this channel, which is like medium.
Yeah.
Sort I would call it medium quality. Like the 2 daily uploads are
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gaming channel. It's like low quality.
Mm-hmm.
This channel is like medium quality, where we just kind of like have fun, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
But it's like nicely edited and like still like packaged deals videos.
Mhm.
And then my live channel, which is I guess would also be in that medium quality because it's just live stream cut-ups.
Yep.
Which again, live streaming is another thing adding on to this 5 channel roundup, and then
Okay.
really high quality video essay main channel stuff. So I'm running 5 YouTube channels this year, plus my job, which is a 6th, plus my Twitch stream, which is another thing to worry about, plus my VOD channel if you want to really count it. But it's just like lot of content coming up in 2025. A lot
The
of stuff
amount of
happening.
uploads across all the channels will be an interesting number. Because I just with the new channel Bozo Gaming,
Yeah,
that's 14
14
a week. Then we add the regular like 3 a week, so we're at 17 a week. Then we add the other channel,
which
and
is gonna
technically that'd be
6
6 a week.
I think we're not doing
so
Mondays.
then we'd be at 20 23 uploads
Yeah.
a week, and then occasional Dan stuff.
Ideally, I
25?
can afford an editor at some point
24,
to do my live
25?
stream cut-ups and just hire someone full time to do
So
that.
potentially we'll be doing up to 24, 25 videos a week.
Which is, and honestly,
crazy.
it's crazy output, but the effort we're putting in is
the amount of time.
I mean, we're putting in effort on our part in terms of like our passion and our
I'm trying to make
creativity
it
and
look
stuff.
good.
But in terms of like overworking ourselves and like exerting too much energy and and burning out, it doesn't.
I don't think it's getting close to burnout at all.
No, at all, not at all.
Realistically, just having the full-time job
It's still like manageable, which is like a good like production business model. I don't know what you were gonna call it.
Yeah.
For the future, for sustainability, for longevity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it's exciting. I just want something to do well so that we can do this stuff, which is the actual stuff we care about for a living, which is a topic that I've ranted on stream and stuff like recently, and I will get on a tangent. I mean, we've talked about it a bunch on this podcast too, but that's the hope. I mean, that's my Christmas wish. That's my Christmas miracle. If you can give me anything, give me viewers.
Give me viewers
and
give
monetization.
Give me career and content career.
Because I think we have a Dan Corona and Nate Plays Bad cinematic universe that we're sort of building, and I think it's something that a fan base can latch onto.
Yeah, I think
hopefully
it's
not in like the
necessary for the
dream
most part.
sense
Hopefully, God,
where we
no.
have stands, that sort of fan base,
Nathan
but more of in
stands.
we want more of like a Ludwig fan base stance where the fans are like a little older and chill and cool.
I just like the
but
idea
still
of
like
having
us and care about like the cinematic universe.
I think it's important to build a group. I think like if you think about it, basically like every big content. There are two different types of creators on the internet. There's like standalone creators where they're literally just independent. Like if you think of something like Markiplier, Stampy, Jacksepticeye, like they're not necessarily like they don't have a big universe of people. But if you think of like there's OTV crew, OTK crew, you got like Ludwig's crew, a lot of different like creators in the spaces that we're in are part of a group, and I think we would like that, and so I think it's good that we're kind of preemptively starting that. I
don't want like the OTV type shit where it's like because that's like more like a lot of individuals that combine every now and then for a video. Like we do more stuff hands-on together. I want it to be more of like a medium-sized like Ludwig style company where we have like the main cast, which is like, let's say it's like the Yard Boys or something like that, and then or like back in the day it was like Ludwig Atriox stands or something, and then we have this like company of like editors and stuff below us, but everyone's like involved, and some people can jump in and out of content on camera and stuff like that, and we create this like really well knit small team community that gets a lot done and
I would be excited.
Has a lot of fun. Basically.
One thing that I would really want to do, but there's no reason to put the effort in at our size right now, is I would like to do events. Only because I think fucking I can work some magic. I think we could do like fully done like well events that only need like 2 or 3 people behind the scenes. Like I could make all the assets. That shit will be looking clean, spiffy. I'll set up the OBS, and then I'll make it easy. I'll have like live button switches, and I'm just like, all right, I need one goon. I'm talking to them. I'm like, you are the OBS guy. You have like 5 bright buttons. I just need you to push these buttons at these times. I'll train them, and then we just have 2 live camera people, and all that will just feed into like a big OBS server they can just switch off. And we'll have all nice transitions.
I'm not great with ideas most of the time, but logistics I'm usually pretty good at figuring out how to get.
I just think
done.
we could do
or
something.
Like writing. I'm good at adding on to other people's ideas and making it in a way that it makes sense, but still is hype and has the vision intact.
If we get enough money to, or not, well, mix. Like if we have enough money to where we can have like an area to record
and a crew and
either a dedicated room or an actual like rented
bedroom.
place.
Yeah.
Like we could do probably like weekly events. Like we could have like Mario Party once a week that's just like high produced, you know, or other stuff like Mario Kart. Like we could essentially just create a game room that we could do, like, because I feel like that's not too impossible to do, and I think we could make it pretty high production value to where watching it live is like very entertaining. Like it's not just a still image with the camera in the corner. Like we'll be going back and forth between full screen. We'll have like graphics to show. We can probably come up with random bullshit to do. Like if we are doing Mario Party, we can have like challenges halfway through where it's like physical things.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When's the next podcast being filmed?
We're doing logistics
the
right now.
30th. Okay, no, I was gonna ask you New Year's resolutions, but we can do
that next time.
But then the episode will probably come out
We can
after the New Year.
What if we're doing it on the? We're recording on the 30th.
We're recording on the 30th because you get back on the Sunday.
When is New Year's? The day after?
The 31st is New Year's Eve on Tuesday. So see you in 2025, I guess.
2025.
I think that's the next one we're recording.
Or we can release it, I guess, on the new. If we record it on the 30th and I get that shit, I might be able to get it out on the new year. Like the minute that it drops, we can set it so the minute it drops midnight.
But stay tuned to the next episode so you can see our New Year's resolutions in the next Bozo podcast. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Happy Kwanzaa,
Happy holidays. Yay.